Hello dear students, first of all I would like to introduce myself. My name is Virendra Mehra. I am a lecturer of English. I am going to teach you the chapter 1, the last lesson. Alphonse Daudet is the author of this chapter. Alphonse Daudet was a French novelist. This chapter belongs to the France country. This chapter has been set in the days in which France and Germany was at war. That war was called Franco-Prussian War. In the olden time, the old name of the Germany was Prussia. Germany had occupied two districts of France, Alsace and Lorraine. Alsace and Lorraine, two districts of France, had been captured by Germany, and an order from Berlin had come that from that day German would be taught in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine instead of French in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. And this story highlights the dismay and distress of the school teacher M. Hamel, his student, the narrator, French, and other students and the villagers. They are very sad because their language is going to be snatched from their hands. French is the narrator of this story. He is talking about his student days in which he was given a lesson on participles. He had to prepare a lesson on participles, but he didn't prepare even a single word. So he was late for school. He didn't want to go to school. He feared Hamel would punish him. Hamel was a very cranky teacher. He had always a ruler with his hand. And the person who was most punished was French. So he didn't want to go to school because he had not prepared the lesson for participles, and still he was late also. So two punishments would be given to him. There were so many temptations for him rather than going to school. For example, chirping of the birds. Seeing chirping of the birds is very nice. Warming day. In the warming day, walking is very nice. So why shouldn't I walk in the warm day rather than going to school? Seeing Prussian soldiers drilling. Prussian soldiers drilling in the field, and that is with the drum and all other instruments. That is very entertaining. And sliding on the Saar. These were the temptation for the French for not going to school. Chirping of the birds, walking in the warm day, seeing Prussian soldiers drilling in the field, sliding on the Saar. But he resists his temptation and hurried off to school. Because if he doesn't go today, he may be avoided for today. But tomorrow the more punishment will be given to him. So why not go today and serve less punishment rather than more punishment? So he resisted his temptation and hurried off the school. When he reached the town hall, he found that there was a crowd in front of bulletin board. For the last 2 years, many bad news had come in the bulletin board. Draft, order of the commanding officer. So many bad news had come in the last 2 years. So French must have thought that there must be some bad news. He didn't know what bad news had been written, but something had gone in his mind that some bad news has come. Blacksmith Waster had seen the bulletin board. What had been written on the bulletin board was seen by the blacksmith Waster. When French was showing hurriness to go to the school, blacksmith said to him, "Don't worry, you don't have to go fast for the school. You have plenty of time." But as far as the time is concerned, he knew very well that he was very late. So perhaps he was thinking that blacksmith is making fun of me. I am getting late and he is saying that you have plenty of time. But he was saying from his own point of view, because he is going to learn their French, and French is going to be dismissed from the next day. When he reached the school, there were so many unusual things in the schools. There was no hustle and bustle. There was no opening and closing of desks. Everybody looked sad. Anyhow, he entered the school, but he was surprised to find that no punishment was given by Hamel to French on that day. He asked him very kindly to take his seat. That was a very surprising thing, because he always punished French for some or other reason. But this day he did not punish him. MML wore special dress on that day. That was very unusual thing. Because that dress he used to wear only on the special occasions, on the prize distribution functions, inspection days. Otherwise he didn't wear these special dress. But today he wore special dress because today it was the last lesson of French, and he showed this day as a very important and very considerable day. The day which is very important, we show ourselves in a very formal way. Anyhow, MML mounted chair and spoke. Students, we are going to have today, it's a last lesson in French. The new master would come tomorrow. An order had come from Berlin that in the schools of Alsace-Lorraine, German would be taught instead of French from tomorrow. So the new master will come. I am going to leave this country forever. When the French heard these words, he felt sorry. He was very repenting his attitude that he didn't like his books. He didn't like his mother tongue. And the mother tongue that he didn't like was going to be left away forever. MML holds responsibles for so many things for not learning the lessons. First, he said to the French that you often put off learning. The day that should be done today, that will be done tomorrow. That should be done tomorrow, that will be done day after tomorrow. That is the habit of the most of the unsuccessful persons, to put off learning. That should be done today, should be done at any cost. So you have put off learning. That is the reason you hold yourself responsible. And not only you are responsible, your parents are also responsible, because they preferred you to go to work in a factory rather than going to the school, so that you can earn money for them. And not only you, not only your parents, I myself responsible for your not learning lesson, because so many times I sent you to water my flowers. Why did I send you to water my flowers? Because you are a very dull student. You are a very weak student. You don't know whether you to teach or not to teach. It doesn't make any difference to you. So if you are sitting in the class or you are not sitting in the class, it doesn't make any sense. MML had been teaching there for 40 years, but he had never confessed his mistake that I am also responsible for not learning your language. He always hold others responsible, that you are postponing the language, you are doing something, you are not doing this thing. Others were held responsible, but he didn't have himself responsible any time. But today he is so responsible person. He is now understanding the reality that not only you but also I am responsible for not learning your language. Why? Because whenever French came in the class, sitting in the class or not sitting in the class for the French was equal. So many times French was sent to water the flowers. In this way it was the interruption for not learning the language by MML for French. And whenever he want to declare for holiday, he is enjoying fishing, he declare holiday, go away. The class is dismissed today, I am going for fishing. So I am also holding responsible. You can understand the person has become so true today that he is confessing his own mistake. Otherwise, in his own life, he had never confessed his own mistake in 40 years. That I am also holding responsible for myself. He said that French is the most beautiful, the clearest and the most logical language. Why did he say? Because every person loves his mother tongue. For every person, his mother tongue is the most beautiful, the clearest and the most logical. As we Indian, the Hindi is the most beautiful language for us because it is our mother tongue. So we must guard it. He said, you must guard it. You cannot force to take out this language out of your syllabus, but you can guard it in your heart. It is not in your control to have this French language in the books. It is not in your control, but it is totally in your control to guard it in your heart, to love it. Every student were listening so much attentively that they never learnt it so much before. Why they were gaining so and so? Because they never learned so much attentively. Today they were attentively listening, so they were gaining more and more. And Emmanuel never gave such teaching with patience, but today he was teaching with totally patience. He was trying to give all the language at one stroke because it was his last chance. From tomorrow he is not going to teach there. German would be taught there instead of French. So he wanted to put all the language in their mind at one stroke. French was so upset that he made a statement that will they make them sing German, even the pigeons? Can they force the pigeons to sing in the German? They cannot. In this way, they can take out this language from our syllabus, but they can never take out this language from our heart. Actually, Emmanuel used to live in the school campus with his sister, and she was packing trunks because they were leaving country forever. At that time, church clock struck 12, and Prussian soldiers were returning after drilling. Emmanuel became very much emotional. He became so much emotional that he could not speak. No words could utter out of his mouth. He write on the board, "Vive la France," and dismiss with the gesture of his hand. Now some questions can be discussed out of this chapter. What was French expected to be prepared with? French was expected to be prepared with a lesson on participles. What changes did the order from Berlin cause in the school that day? Order from Berlin caused so many changes in the school that day. There was no noise and activity as Sunday morning. Everyone looked sad. Villagers were sitting on the back benches of the class. And Emmanuel wore his special dress that he used to wear only on inspection days and prize distribution days. What had been put up on the bulletin board? What did it say? An order from Berlin had been put up on the bulletin board. It said that German would be taught instead of French in the schools of Alsace-Lorraine from tomorrow. How did French feeling change because of the order from Berlin? French feeling changed because of the order from Berlin. Now he began to repaint his attitude. He began to like Emmanuel, although he hated Emmanuel because he used to punish him every day with his ruler. But now he began to like him because he was going to leave the country forever. He began to like his books. He began to like his schools. What was the thing that amazed the French the most? The thing that amazed the French the most was that back benches of the class were occupied by the villagers. Who were the villagers? Villagers were the guardians of the students. And that can be the most surprising thing in a class. If with the students their guardians are sitting, what can be more surprising than this? What were the things that were tempting French for not going to school? There were so many things that tempted French for not going to school. Sliding on the Saar, seeing Prussian soldiers in the field drilling, seeing the chirping of the birds, walking in the warm day. These were the things that were temptation for the French for not going to school and enjoy outside. Whom did Emmanuel hold responsible for not learning the language for French? Emmanuel hold three parties responsible for not learning the language. First, he himself. He was putting off the language, learning the language. I will learn tomorrow. I will learn tomorrow. I will learn tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow will come, but tomorrow will come in the form of today, not in the form of tomorrow. So what can be done today. There is no tomorrow. That was the mistake inside of the French. He said that your parents are also responsible because they prefer you to go to the work in a factory so that you can earn money from them rather than going to school. And the main thing, he was so honest today that he holds himself responsible for not learning the language for the French. He said that when you come in the class, your coming in the class or not coming in the class doesn't make any sense because you don't pay attention to our study. So I send you to water my plants. That's why I am hold responsible. And whenever I want to go for fishing, I declare holiday. So not only you, not only your parents, but also I am also responsible for not learning your language. Write a character sketch of MML. MML is a very devoted teacher. He is a teacher of French language. He has been teaching in a school of Alsek for 40 years. And he teaches with very devotion. But he is a cranky teacher. He always has a ruler under his arms. He punishes those students who don't finish their homework, in which the narrator also comes first, French. He is beaten the most by MML. When he comes to know that order has come from Berlin, that from tomorrow German would be taught instead of French in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine, he becomes very shocked. He is so emotional. He has been teaching there for 40 years. But he is very sad for the people of Alsace because they put off learning. They never learned the value of their mother tongue. Now that is being snatched out of their hands. He becomes very emotional, giving the last lesson, and he wants to provide the entire knowledge from his mind to the mind of people so that they can understand. Because today is the last chance for him to teach French. From tomorrow, the German teacher would come there to teach. He becomes so emotional at the 12 o'clock that he is going to dismiss the class. He becomes emotional. He cannot speak even a single word. His throat is choked. He writes on the board, "Vive la France," and dismiss the class with the gesture of bye-bye.